Hi, welcome to my video on the exterior angles of a triangle. Exterior angle of a triangle. An exterior angle of a triangle, angle, symbol, triangle symbol, is formed by extending one of the sides of the triangle. So if I take at angle C and I extend it out BC, extending it out to the right, then at C, this is the exterior angle, because the angle inside of here, marked with an X, is the interior angle. An exterior angle and an interior angle forms a straight line. If I take the angle at B, I can extend it coming from C to B out this way, or I can extend it from A down to B. So either or will do it. So if I leave A, come down, and keep going down in a straight line, then this angle right here, this one, is the exterior angle at B. So you only extend one of the sides, either extend BC this way or AB this way. This is an exterior at B. And again, this angle right here is the interior angle, and the two of those angles together form a straight line. These angles are supplementary. And if I extend A out, I can extend from C up to A like that, up there, or I can go from B up to A, so you can see it better. Let's go from B to A and extend A out along this side here. So the exterior angle at A right now is this one right here. This is the exterior angle, and this is the interior angle. So BAC is exterior, CA, whatever letter you want to put right there. Let's say G is the exterior. So CAG is exterior. And if I put a letter on this one, put an F, so CBF is exterior, and ABC is interior. A triangle has 3 interior angles and 3 exterior angles. So let's go around. Let's name this triangle as A, B, C. The only reason now you call it ABC because it's easy letters to use. So if the exterior angle, if I mark this one as a T, mark this as a Y, a dot, put a point T right here, and put a point G right there. So if I mark it that, so if I got an interior angle, the interior angle I'm going to mark right here as a 1 and a 2 and a 3. And so the exterior angle, I'm going to put a 4 right here to indicate this angle. I'm going to put a 5 right here to indicate this angle. And I'm going to put a 6 right here to indicate this angle. So the interior angle is angle 1. And the interior angle is angle 2 and angle 3. Angles 1, 2, and 3 are interior angles. The exterior angle at 1 is 4. 1 and 4 make a straight angle. The exterior angle at 2 is 6. Angle 6. And the exterior angle at 3 is 5. Now the reason I'm using numbers, because when I use numbers, you can see the angles easy. So when I say angle 1, you know I'm talking about this angle right here, which is BCA. But when I use letters, you got to follow those letters. It's easy sometimes when teachers make up tests to number the angles so you can see them, what you're talking about. The exterior angle property. So let's go through this property. Now let me introduce it and work it around. I have a triangle, which is, you can see, so notice I have the line extended out right here. So the angle A is exterior right now. X, Y, and W are interior. So an interior adjacent angle to A. So these are interior angles, X, Y, W, but the one adjacent to A is W. And the interior remote angles to A is X and Y. So think of adjacent as being alongside of. These are two adjacent angles. Why? Because they have the same vertex, they have a common arm, and there's no overlapping. So if A and W are adjacent, that means X and Y have to be remote, away from. Think of remote as being further away. Adjacent is alongside of. Okay, watch that now. So in this triangle right here, the exterior angles are A, B, and C with small letters. Small letters, no, not large letters are used to name an angle. Small letters can name the whole angle. So the interior remote angle to A, so there's A. So E is adjacent. So the remote to A would be F and H. So angle B is right here. That's exterior, right there. So if that's adjacent, if F is adjacent to B, then the remote one is E and H. Interior remote angle to C. So that's angle C right here, exterior. Then H is adjacent. So the other two, E and F, are remote. Again, angle A is this one. That's an exterior angle. So if that's exterior, that's adjacent. So these are remote, the two remote interior angles. So easy, in a sense, is you can pick it out by doing what I'm doing and say, well, if that's an exterior angle, which one is adjacent to it? That one. So the other two must be the remote angles. And here's another diagram. The interior adjacent angle to E. So there's angle E. Angle E is the exterior angle right there. Notice its form. When you extend this line, when you take the side of the triangle and extend it out like that, you have an exterior angle. And so interior adjacent to E is B. That means the other two, A and C, must be remote interior angles. The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles. Well, let's go back and fill in that statement now. Just watch. Let me use this triangle right here as an example. So let's say this angle here is 120 degrees. That's the exterior angle. It's formed by extending this side out. There's the exterior angle. That means this angle is 60. So if these two angles are 180 because it's a straight line, that means if I put an X right there and a Y right there, we know that X plus Y plus 60 is equal to 180 degrees. But we have a 60. So that means that if we take 60 away from each side, I'm going to subtract 60 off of each side. Watch what happens. Take 60 off of each side. Keep it balanced. That means that they cancel, and I get X plus Y is 120. So this exterior angle is 120. That's equal to the sum of those two. So the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles. And another way to think about that, if you were doing a proof, as in geometry with proving, making statements and reasons and all that, is watch this. 120 plus 60 makes 180 because they're that's a straight angle. And X plus Y plus 60 equals 180. So x plus y plus 60 is 180 because they're the sum of the interior angles of a triangle. Note the two of them are equal to 180. So that means 120 plus a 60 is equal to x plus y plus 60 because they're both equal to 180. And if you do this very quickly, so take away the 60 off of each side, then you get x plus y is equal to 120. So I just did a little proof there, but that'll come up later. So the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles. So this exterior angle, E, is equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles, the sum of the two. Okay, let's use that theorem. So we know that the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles. So that means that angle V is equal to angle E plus angle A. The exterior angle is equal to, that's adjacent, T is adjacent, so V must be equal to E plus A. W is the exterior angle, therefore W must be equal to angle X plus angle B, because that's the adjacent angle. These are the two remote interiors. Let's practice. Practice means pause your video, work out your answers, and then play it back to see if you're right. State the exterior angle property for each. So P is the exterior angle. So angle P is equal to angle A plus angle V. Again, B is adjacent. The adjacent angle is not involved. There's the adjacent angle. These are the two remote interiors. Here's angle A. C is adjacent. So the remote interior is BN. And we call that an N. Okay. Equals angle B plus angle N. S is the exterior angle. So that's adjacent. So U and P are the two interior remote angles. Okay, another practice. Let's complete each of these. The more we do, the better we get. Practice, complete. H and V are two angles. These are interior remote, so they're equal to angle A. Because that's adjacent, then A is exterior. This is the exterior angle equal to these two because that's adjacent. If I got C and H, then I have to have B. Because if I take B as the exterior angle, that's adjacent. These are two interior remote. And number two, I got Y and C. So Y and C is not this one. So there's the exterior angle T. If I take A and Y, then the exterior angle of these two is X. Because X is the exterior angle, this is the adjacent angle, so these are the two interior remote. So if you pick up two angles, if you pick up these two angles here, then it must be this one. If you pick up these two, it must be that one. Notice. Find the measure of each variable. So this is the exterior angle that's equal to the sum of these two. So if you take 80 away from 130, you get X to be 50. Because 80 and 50 is 130. Watch another way to do it. That's using the exterior angle theorem. These two interior remote angles equals this one. Another way to do it is to look at that. That's a 130. So that angle right there is 50. Because they make 180. Okay. Now, 30 and 50, or sorry, 80 and 50 is 130. Subtract from 180 and I'll get what X is. That's another way to do it. But you can get it directly by saying the exterior angle equals the sum of these two. And angle A is the exterior angle. Right away, you can pick up that A is equal to the sum of these two, which is 100. Because the exterior angle equals the sum of the two interior remote angles. Another way, think of it, 40 and 60 is 100, so that's an 80 there, because 180 in the triangle. If that's 80, then this is 100, because they're what? That forms a straight angle. They're supplementary. Another way to do it. Again, the exterior angle, which is 120, is equal to the sum of the two interior remote angles. That's the adjacent angle there. These are the two interior remote. So what number add on 70 gives you 120? And the answer is 50. But I have to go further. I have to make... So there's another way is, what's this angle? Well, that angle is 60, because it's 180 here. 60 and 70 is 130. So 130 plus what gives me 180? The answer is 50. But it's faster by exterior angle equals the sum of the two interior remote angles. But a lot of students would probably pick up the 60 here because of the straight angle and then make 180 in here, because sometimes they forget about the exterior angle property. D. Let's do these. Let's see. X. So this is the exterior angle here, and that's equal to that 70 plus X. So 70 add on what gives me 180, and the answer is 88. So 158 subtract 70 is 88. And Y and 158 are supplementary. They add up to 180. So that's a 22. Again, lots of ways to do it. E. Notice I have two equal angles here. So two equal angles means I got two equal sides. Okay, watch what happens. So if that's two equal sides, two equal angles, the angles opposite these sides are equal. So if that's a 40, and these are going to be equal, they must be 20 each. Okay. Angle C, that's interior, that's exterior, that's interior, so angle C must be 140 because it's a straight angle right here. Another way to do that would be to pick up C first to be 140 because they're 180. And if they're 180 together, C is 140, these two are equal, so 40 is left. So if you split 40, you get 20, 20. So that's 20 and 20, along with the 140 because the 180 in the triangle. But if two sides are equal, two angles are equal, and vice versa. We'll talk about that in the next video. And more practice. Pause the video, work all of these out to see if you get them right. Here we go. Here we go. Number 1. We have 140, a 60, so that angle there plus this one is 140, so that makes it 80. 60 from 140 makes 80, because this is the exterior angle equal to the sum of those two. Or you can make that a 40, because 180 and 40 and 60 make 100. 80 added onto that gives you 180. That's another way to do it. This is the exterior angle again, equal to, that's the adjacent angle. So this exterior angle must be equal to the sum of those two. That's 103. Or, if that's 103, then this is 77, because the 180 in the triangle. And if that's 77, what do you add on to 77 to give you 180, because that's a straight angle? 103. And if two sides are equal, what happens? There's two angles equal. Two sides equal, two angles equal. So if the two angles are equal, so if that's 130, then this angle is 50. Because 50 and 130 makes 180. If these two sides are equal, then these two angles are equal, because these are the angles opposite the sides, so that's 50. So if that's 50 and 50, then that must be 80 to add up to 100. Or if that's 130, that's the exterior angle. This angle, exterior, is equal to that one, plus x, 50 plus x, which is 80. Two angles equal, two sides equal. Three angles equal, three sides equal. No angles equal, no sides equal in a triangle. Triangle got no sides equal, no angles equal. Two sides equal, two angles equal. Remember that. We got a diagram here with three sides marked equal. If three sides are equal, all sides are equal, all angles are equal. So 180 divided by 3 gives me 60 degrees. So that's a 60, and that's a 60, and that's a 60. And if that's a 60, then that's 120. Because straight line, straight angle. Or that's 120 because it's equal to the sum of those two. This exterior angle equals the sum of those two. Number 5. We got, notice, that's equal to that, equal to that. So they're equal, and they're equal. So all three of these are equal. All three of these are equal. So if that be the case, let's work it around. That's 150. That's a 30. So 30 and 150 makes 180. If these two sides are equal, the angles opposite those sides are equal. So if that's 30, that's a 30. Because these are the two angles opposite these equal sides. And if that's a 60, that means that must be 120. 120 degrees right there. 120. And that's 120, then this is 60 right here because of 100 straight angle. And keep going. These two sides are equal, so the angles opposite those two sides, like that, are equal. So that's a 60, that's a 60. And if these two angles are 60 each, that means the other angle, add these up as 120, so x must be 60. Because 180 in the triangle. Just think about it. Isosceles angle theorem. Two sides equal, two angles equal. Three sides equal, three angles equal. Number 6, 140 is my exterior angle. But if you think about it, that's a 42 because that's a straight angle right there. Now, if you think about this big triangle right here, this big one, these sides are equal. That means the angles opposite those sides are equal, so that's a 40. 40 and 40 opposite these equal sides. And if they're equal, then let's see what happens. Whoop, we got a perpendicular out here. So if they're perpendicular right here, that's a right angle. And that's a right angle. Perpendicular lines form right angles when they meet. So they're right angles. So that's a 90 and that's a 40. Then that's 130. So that means y is 50. Because if you've got 180 degrees in a triangle, and that's a 90 and a 40, then x is 50. Because if that's a 90, these two add up to 90. Or that's a 90 and 40 is 130. 130 add on 50 makes 180. So x is 50 and y is 50. So when you're doing a diagram, make sure you write down all the information. Notice that this is on the side here. So you had to put that right angle in here to start off the problem. Don't watch out. And number 7, we have, let's see, we got a 62 and a 71. So that makes 133 here. So that means y makes up the 180. So if you do that, you get a 47. So y is 47 degrees. Okay, done. Now, if that's a 47, then A is a 133. Because that's a 180 degree angle there. Or A is an exterior angle, equals the sum of those two. So if you pick up the 47 first, then you can get A by doing a straight angle. If you want angle A right away, you have to add the two of these together because they equal the exterior. And if that's a 62, then X is, that's 180. Subtract 62, which is 118. 118 and 62 makes 100, that's 180. So that's X is 118. When you're filling these in, it makes a difference which whatever one you can get the quickest, you do it. You don't get X, you don't get Y and then get X and then get A. You can get all the other ones first and then fill them in at the end. Anyway, that's a review of the exterior angle property using the properties of a triangle 180. And don't forget, the exterior angle equals the sum of the two interior remote angles. If you like my video, click the like button, the subscribe button, especially if you're a first-time subscriber. Click the notification bell because there's more videos coming. Many more videos. And write a comment on my video. And visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com. Visit my sections on me, which is about my degrees and teaching experience. Section on videos talks about the teaching strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the section on content gives you the topics and the number of videos that I'm going to have online. And the black font has the videos that are already online. And the red font is the videos that I'll be putting there as time goes by. Thank you very much.